Here with Tennessee golf coach Brennan Webb. Coach Webb, practice round later today, followed by the first round tomorrow out there at Grayhawk as you guys get ready for what will be the first 3 rounds of what you hope is more rounds than that of the NCAA finals. Kind of take me through your early impressions having walked the course this week as the girls played and just kind of the feel you got looking at Grayhawk.
Yeah, very much a placement golf course. I don't think you're going to be hitting a whole lot of drivers. A couple guys on our team may not hit any, depending on what the wind's doing. I think the golf courses will firm up as we get going through the week now that the girls' event is over. So I've kind of told the guys, from a golf course strategy standpoint, it's like Sea Island, except it's desert instead of marsh. So a lot of 2-irons off the tee. The greens are going to be firm. They look very undulating, and so just get it in the fairway so you have control of your golf ball going into the greens.
You kind of referenced Sea Island in the comparison. Is that something that your team, do they like the strategic golf courses? Is this a golf team that likes to, grip it and rip it and bomb away? What do they prefer? Is there a comfort level playing out there?
Well, I think any 20-year-old prefers to grip it and rip it, but we have now, we've really tried to instill in them a sense of discipline and patience. And as we've gotten, each year we've gotten better and better at that. We've obviously played really well here the last, I think, 3 second-place finishes in a row, heading back to Country Club of Birmingham, and then Sea Island, and then now in Noblesville last week. All different types of golf courses. Last week was really wide open off the tee. Sea Island was pretty tight, and then Birmingham, just an old school classic golf course. So I think we've gotten to the stage now where we can adapt to what we need to do, and if they continue to show the discipline and patience that we ask of them, then we'll be in good shape.
So much of golf and success at it is predicated with limiting mistakes and the short game. How do you feel like your team is prepared from a short game standpoint, and what are the collection areas? What are the greens like at Grayhawk?
Yeah, they're going to be really firm and fast, and they are pretty undulating. They don't look like they're huge greens. We did notice that during watching the girls' coverage and being out here a couple days this week, a lot of the balls roll off into rough. They don't stay in the fairway into the short grass. So we'll spend a lot of time today chipping out of that rough, getting used to that. But we've had the greens at the facility rolling 14 the last couple of weeks as we kind of, since the SEC championship, basically, to get used to them. They've been firm and fast. And so it's been great. I feel like it's not going to be a huge adjustment for our guys here.
2 guys that have played really well for you all year, Bryce Lewis, Hunter Wolcott, kind of take me through their games. What do they do well? And then, what's allowed them to have the year they've had?
Well, Hunter is a very powerful player. He can hit it as far as anybody in college golf. But his game has gotten more consistent this year as he's improved his short game. He was kind of either a hit or miss kind of guy in the first couple of years, and he did have a lot of times where he was hitting. So he's had some success, but his game has gotten better. He's really worked on his wedge game. He's really worked on his short game and developed some more shots around the greens that's enabled him to take advantage of his length on the par fives. And then Bryce is, he's gotten longer this year as he's worked out in the gym and with Coach Adamson, and he's evolved that way. He has kind of added another layer to his game, but he just knows how to play golf. He's just a gamer. He grew up in a golf family, and has always been that guy that didn't really look super impressive on the driving range, which probably led to him not being as heavily recruited as some of these guys. But you watch him play golf, and you just can see it that he just knows how to play, and that's continued this year. And as he's gotten more comfortable, he's become one of the best players in the country.
Finally, you play at Whisper Rock on Tuesday. Obviously, some pretty famous people out there at Whisper Rock, including Jim Bones Makai, the longtime caddy for Phil Mickelson up until just a couple of years ago. He's doing television this week with the NCAAs. Y'all got to spend some time with him and hang out and break bread a little bit. What kind of knowledge did he kind of drop on some of the kids on your team that can help them going down the road?
Yeah, he just talks about what it takes to make it out there and what separates the great from the good and the good from the guys that don't keep their card. And so it was kind of cool to hear from him. Obviously, he's been around every great player that's played in the last 25 years, caddying for Phil, and just for the guys to hear maybe some of the same messages they've heard from us, to hear from someone like that, they maybe paid a little bit more attention. So it was great. We had a great time with a super good dude, and anxious to see him out here this week. I know he's going to be impressed with what he sees in the college game.
All right, Coach, good luck this week. First 3 rounds start tomorrow. If you're lucky enough to make it out of that in the top 15, you'll make it to the 4th round. And if you can make it out of that, top 8 go into match play. And after that, you get to come back home and resume your real job as my swing coach. So we're all wearing these this week. We're all wearing these. We're all excited and hope you guys can have a lot of success out there in Arizona.
Well, I hope I'm here a long time so I can delay going back to that job.
Sounds good. Thanks, Coach Webb.
See ya.